Welcome, everyone. Thanks for joining us as we dive into living God's way in all our relationships, marriage, parenting, friendship, and family.
Yeah, it's such a rich topic. Relationships really form the fabric of our lives, don't they?
Absolutely. I mean, it all starts with the understanding that God created us for relationship. Like in Genesis 2:18, he said, it's not good for man to be alone.
Right, that's the beautiful foundation. Without genuine companionship, everything else feels a bit incomplete, yeah?
Exactly. And that brings us right into marriage, which is the cornerstone of family. Think about Ephesians 5:25. Husbands are called to love their wives selflessly, just as Christ loved the church.
Yeah. And of course, wives too have a divine role. Ephesians 5:33 reminds them to honor their husbands. It's so much about mutual respect.
Yes, it's a partnership where each person builds up the other. And when the inevitable trials arise, forgiveness becomes key. Colossians 3:13 really hits home with, forbear one another and forgive one another, even as Christ forgave you.
I totally agree. Although sometimes I wonder, are simple acts like small daily prayers or gestures enough when deeper hurts are there?
That's a fair point. Those little acts, praying together for 5 minutes a day, sharing a hug, or even a kind note, help set a tone for unity. But they're not a magic fix for deep-seated issues. It calls for genuine, sometimes tough conversations too.
Exactly. Tough love is important. I mean, it's all about balancing grace with truth.
Moving on, let's talk about parenting. Raising kids in God's truth is a joyful challenge, don't you think?
Definitely. Proverbs 22:6 really sets a clear direction. Train up a child in the way he should go. It's almost like planting a garden. You nurture and guide their growth over time.
Right. And it's not just about imposing rules. It's about modeling what it means to live out the faith daily through car rides, dinner conversations, even those bedtime talks.
Yeah. And sometimes we need to ask ourselves, are we explaining why faith matters or just reciting rules? It's a delicate balance, really.
Absolutely, and that's why intentionality matters. A daily, heartfelt demonstration of trust in God helps our kids internalize His love.
Exactly, like showing them love rather than just a list of do's and don'ts.
Now, thinking about friendships, these two are such a blessing. Proverbs 17:17 tells us a friend loves at all times, which is so encouraging.
Yeah, true friends are like pillars. They stick with you through thick and thin, even when the vibe isn't so great.
Right? And sometimes friendship even means delivering tough truths. I mean, Proverbs 27:6 reminds us, faithful are the wounds of a friend. It's not about hurting, but genuinely caring for someone's well-being.
I like that, though I sometimes get a bit, sensitive when hard feedback feels personal. How do you keep from taking it too harshly?
That's a really good question. I think it comes down to perspective, recognizing that such wounds come from a place of love, and yeah, even as painful as it might feel, they're meant to steer us back to a right path.
Yeah, true. It's like having a coach who pushes you, even if it stings a bit at first.
And further, the importance of choosing the right friends is highlighted in 1 Corinthians 15:33. Bad company corrupts good morals. So selecting friends intentionally really shapes who we become.
Right. It's a constant reminder that our circle should lift us up, not pull us down.
Now let's bring up the subject of extended family. Parents, siblings, grandparents. The Bible is so clear on this. Exodus 20:12 commands us to honor our parents.
Even as adults, honoring our parents sometimes means taking on roles we might not expect. It's a lifelong journey of respect and care.
Yes, and it stretches beyond just our immediate family. 1 Timothy 5:8 reminds us to provide for our family, emphasizing that our responsibility is a vital part of witness.
That really resonates, like our family relationships are a reflection of our commitment to God's standards.
Exactly. And when conflicts arise, Romans 12:18 gently nudges us to live peaceably with everyone, to strive for reconciliation even when it's really challenging.
I love that. It's such a practical takeaway. Whether it's a minor tiff or a deep-seated issue, peace should always be our goal.
And then stepping out further, we have our extended church family. Galatians 6:10 encourages us to do good to all, especially those who are part of our household of faith.
Yeah. And Hebrews 10:24-25 reminds us not to forsake gathering together so we can spur each other on to love and good works. It really illustrates the strength of community.
Exactly. Our church community is like a second family, a support system where love, accountability, and encouragement thrive.
You know, when you put it that way, every relationship in our lives, from marriage to how we treat our friends and family, becomes a testimony of God's love.
Absolutely. It's all interconnected. Each relationship is a chance to live out the truth found in Matthew 22:37-39, loving God with all our heart and loving our neighbor as ourselves.
And that really wraps it up, doesn't it? It's about love, forgiveness, intentionality, and yes, sometimes even hard truths delivered lovingly.
Right. It's like, each aspect, marriage, parenting, friendships, family, and church, requires a daily commitment to God's principles. The more intentional we are, the more our lives shine as a testimony of His love.
I couldn't agree more. Although I'll just challenge one point. Don't you think sometimes